Hey everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel, Tara Talks Books, where we talk everything bookish. So today I'm finally getting to my September wrap up. So if you want to see what I read during the month of September, just keep watching. So there are two books that I read the majority of August, but I finished them on September 1st. And the first one is Captive of the Horde King by Zoe Draven. This is the first one in like a sci-fi romance series. Humans live in a village on the planet of Dakar. Dakar is a harsh living environment with like strict Dakari laws humans have to abide by. So Luna's brother accidentally breaks one of their laws and the Dakari come to like seek retribution. Luna gives herself to the Horde King to save her brother's life. He accepts her offer, but she must travel with his horde, never to see her family again, and to her surprise, become the Horde King's queen. So it kind of goes from there as she learns more about the Dakari and learns more about the world as she is kind of like thrust into this position. So it was a fun, steamy read with depth and plot. I enjoyed the couple and I really liked that there was like some action at the end. This is a captor-captive romance. So check this one out if you haven't already. The next one I read is Sea of Ruin by Pam Godwin. This is a historical romance. So this one follows Bennett Sharp and she is a wanted pirate captain who fears nothing but Priest Farrell. So Priest is an unfaithful libertine who will stop at nothing to find Bennett. However, she is soon captured by Lord Ashley Cutler, a pirate hunter. So Bennett needs to escape both men, but can she just walk away? So they have to battle together to protect Bennett from the gallows. So this was an intense pirate-filled book set on the high seas. I enjoyed seeing both relationships play out in the book. There are two relationships that happen within it. I enjoyed the surprise at the end. I enjoyed both men's devotion to Bennett. This one, though, I would say please check your trigger warnings on it. There is a lot of things that happen in this book. It is almost 500 pages and a lot of things. It gets intense. So definitely check your trigger warnings on Goodreads. Some of the tropes are that it is a dark romance, it is captor-captive, it is enemies to lovers, and it is why choose. I did end up giving this one a 4-star, and I know a lot of people really enjoy it. What held me back from a 5-star is they put, this is kind of a spoiler, so I'll put a spoiler on the screen, but there is sexual assault, and I feel like that the sexual assault was just put in the book just to be there versus like it didn't move the plot along. It was kind of like brushed over. There was no like character development because of it. There was nothing other than just another thing that's happening in the book. And I was like, well, you could have just left it out then. Like it wasn't necessary to Bennett's character, as well as like it wasn't necessary to make the plot to move along because it was what happened at that point was already happening. Like, so I felt it wasn't necessary. So the next one I read was actually an arc, and that is The Duke Gets Desperate by Diana Quincy. This is a historical romance. I did end up giving this one a 4-star. I did do a complete review video on this one, so I'll leave this one in the cards above if you'd like to hear more about it. The next book I read is Mile High by Liz Tomford. This one is a contemporary romance. I did end up giving this one a 4-star. So this follows Xanders, who is a hockey player with a bad reputation. Stevie is a flight attendant who is starting a new job working on the Chicago NHL hockey team's plane. Her and Xanders like get off on the wrong foot on the plane. However, as time goes on, they can't resist this growing attraction between them, and it goes from there. I did enjoy the chemistry between Stevie and Xanders. I also loved like the male friendship between Xanders and his best friend. I cannot remember his name, but he is like they're like co-captains on the team, and they have a really like strong bond and relationship. So I liked seeing that aspect in it. I also liked like the discussion of mental health, especially since the mental health isn't predominantly on like the female main character side. It's on the male main character, which you don't see a lot of in books. You mostly see like mental health representation for females or for female main characters. So anyways, I liked that aspect of the book. I loved the side characters in the book. A lot of them were fun, and I can't wait to see some of them in their books as the series goes along. I did really enjoy like the Halloween scene and like the dog shelter scenes. Those were fun too. So this was a really good book to check out. It is technically forbidden romance because she works on the plane and they're not allowed to date. The next one I read is The Witch Haven by Sasha Payton Smith. This is a YA historical fantasy, and I read it because it was the Black Hat Book Coffin's choice for the month of September. So this one is set in 1911 New York City. Frances Hollowell is a seamstress, and she's mourning her brother's recent death. Frances is attacked by her boss, and he ends up dead with her scissors in his neck, and she has no way to explain how they got there. Before she is taken away by the police, she is taken away to Haxhaven Sanitarium. And Haxhaven is not actually a sanitarium, but a school for witches. The school doesn't quite give Frances what she is craving because the magic they teach is small and safe. And she wants to solve her brother's murder. And a boy who knew him and knows about magic offers to teach her lessons. However, this leads her down a dangerous path to the truth. And it kind of goes from there. This one is definitely a YA, and I did end up giving it a 3-star. I felt that Frances at times was hard to root for a main character because some of her decisions were very selfish. And she was very like laser focused on finding like her brother's death or her brother's like murder or why her brother died. And I get that aspect, but like she would like barrel through like all of people who were trying to help her. And I was like, oh, well, like that sucks. So anyways, I did enjoy some of the side characters, especially the girls that she teams up with to kind of help her learn more about magic. I did like that aspect of it, but it wasn't my favorite. The next book I read is House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. This is a fantasy. I did end up giving this one a 4-star. So this is about Annalie, and Annalie lives a sheltered life in Highmore. It's a manor by the sea. So Annalie had 12 sisters, but now the halls of Highmore are filled with sadness because 4 of the girls' lives were taken too soon, each one more like tragic than the last. Now the village fears that the family has been cursed by the gods. Annalie starts to think that maybe her sisters' deaths were not accidents, and now her other sisters are out till dawn dancing at balls, but Annalie is not sure who or what they are dancing with. A mysterious stranger with secrets of his own helps Annalie unravel what is happening to her family before it's too late, and it goes from there. I really enjoyed this one. It is very atmospheric and at times even scary. I felt the ending wrapped up a little fast, which is why I didn't get a full 5-star. I had a little bit of like, whoa, I have to go back and reread that because I'm confused on what's happening. So that is why. I did like Annalie as a character though. This one definitely spooked me out, so I enjoyed it. This is also like a retelling or reimagining of the 12 Dancing Princesses, which I thought was like a unique aspect to a book. The next one I read as a buddy read with Kristen over at Kristen Craves Books, and that one is Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. This is a contemporary romance, and I did give this one a 4.5. I did round it up to a 5-star on Goodreads. So August is instantly attracted to Iris when he meets her in a hotel bar before his big playoff game in college. However, when she meets August, she's already in a relationship with another basketball player, and the story spans years, and it kind of goes from there. They have this like one meeting, they have this attraction, but she's in a relationship with someone else, and it kind of goes from there as like, will they be together or not? I will say this book is at times was difficult to read. There are a bunch of trigger warnings for domestic and sexual abuse in this one. There's the tropes of like it's a sports romance, soulmates, forbidden love. There's a love triangle kind of, I guess, if you can call it that. and enjoy Iris as a character and just how strong this book portrayed her. And so this book is definitely one to look at before you dive into, because it does, again, like I said, it does have some darker themes and definitely some intense scenes. And so anyways, though, I did enjoy August and Iris's relationship and how it eventually came to be. I did enjoy how much growth you see in Iris, as she obviously has to endure some things, and then you see this growth afterwards. I liked the family relationship that August has with his mom, and then I also liked the cousin relationship between Iris and her cousin. So I liked how that was portrayed on page. So yeah, if this is a book you can handle reading, definitely check it out. It was written very well. So those are all the books that I read during the month of September. Let me know what you read in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. Bye.